Hello everyone, welcome back to Vic's Tarot Guidance. Welcome if you're returning and welcome if you're just discovering this channel at this point. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. And if you're interested in a personal reading, all the information about it is in the description box below this video. You can find my email over there, so you can just send me a message if you are interested in a personal video. So today we're going to be asking a shorter question. We're just going to have a quick look into how do they currently see or view you. So how does your person, the person that you have in mind, or maybe a group of people that you have in mind, how do they see you, how do they view you? So we have three groups to choose from over here today. Group number one is going to be this raw amethyst crystal. So this raw amethyst for group or pile number one. Then for pile number two, we have the rose quartz crystal. So the raw beautiful rose quartz for group number two. And group number three is going to be this raw citrine crystal. So the raw citrine for group number three. So I would invite you now to just ask in your mind or ask out loud, how do fill in the blank currently see me, or how does fill in the blank see me at this current time? Then you can feel yourself guided, just intuitively guided towards a specific pile. You can be guided to more than one pile, of course. That just means that you have messages in different groups. All right. You can also pick different groups for different people, or different groups of people if you are guided to do that, or if you are interested to do so. So if you feel like you need a little bit more time choosing, you can pause the video at this point. You can find all the timestamps for each specific group down in the description box and also pinned in the comment section. So make sure to scroll down below and choose your preferred group, and I'll see all of you in your chosen groups. Hello, group number one or pile number one, if you picked the raw amethyst crystal, or if something else entirely led you towards this group. This is going to be your tarot reading about how do they currently see or view you. So how does the person that you're asking about, or a group of people that you're asking about, currently see you? All right, so Spirit, please, for group number one, how do they see them? I just saw the High Priestess there in the deck. So you are very intuitive in this person's perspective. Well, we have Temperance. This person considers you to be very balanced, very sort of serene, very peaceful is the energy that's coming off of this. You tend to be very still. So they see you as very peaceful, a little bit like phlegmatic type of person. Like not a lot of things can sway you. Even if there's like a bad news coming, it can't really sway you as quickly. Or if something bad happens, it's like a little bit of a sway, like a bamboo, you know, there's a little bit of a sway and then you spring back up, you know. There is nothing that can really upset you in a very strong way here. Spirit is saying or indicating to me, you are very sort of flowing with things, flowing with the energies, flowing with life, flowing what life brings to you here. I feel like from this card, I'm also getting a strong vibe that this person really admires you or really appreciates your energy because of this serenity and this peacefulness that you give off. Like this is not necessarily how you feel on the inside, but this is how this person views you, how they interpret your like almost like a stoic perspective or stoic perception of this world. You are also good at making decisions, this card is saying, or indicating to me with that fire here. It's talking about being quick to action, being quick to decide what is good and what is bad. You're not someone who is going to freeze when something happens. You're not, you know, you are going to take action, but you're going to take action in a very temperate way, in a very almost like stoic peaceful way. So the way of Marcus Aurelius comes to mind. If you have ever read maybe the diary of Marcus Aurelius, you know, that's the type of energy this card is giving off to me. Like someone who can lead, someone who can rule in a sense, someone who can lead the battle, someone who is very decisive, but also someone who is sort of very stoic, sort of very, very peaceful in their energy towards a point, you know. So that's an interesting, like a mix of characteristics that's coming up here. Let's see what else comes up for us. So how do they currently see and view you? It's a little bit too much here. Let's see what we get. How do they view pile number 1 or group number 1, please? How do they view group number 1? Right, so we have the Emperor showing up to us here. So you are, as I said, very stoic, sort of very balanced and very grounded person from this person's perspective. You have a strong stability, a strong sense of stability. I'm also getting with the Emperor that people flock to you, like people gather around you in some manner. You have this way of just being magnetically present, you know, to people. People flock to you, people gather around you to hear you or just to be around your energy, because you give up a sense of security. The energy that you give off from this person's perspective is a sense of security, a sense of stability, and a sense of being able to take care of others, a sense of a person who they can relax around. So it's a very strong sort of leader vibe that I'm getting here, a stoic, peaceful, very, very steady leader, but a leader who is not, you know, slow in their actions, a leader who's very proactive, yet very peaceful, sort of very intuitive and very introverted in some manner, but still, you know, very much an action-oriented person. So let's see what else shows up for us here. For group number 1, please, for the Amethyst collective spirit, what's going on? How do they view them? How do they view them? Okay, we have the Hanged Man showing up. You have different ways of viewing the world. This person might think that you are awakened, or that you have come into contact with a different type of perspective, Spirit is saying, a perspective in which you have encountered awakening or a higher truth, which now allows you to look at things differently. So you have a different perspective on the world, a perspective that's not just, you know, being completely inside the world, sort of invested so much in it, invested in the actions, invested in whatever someone is telling you how you should act or how things should be done. You have this sense of stability that is more in line with spirit, more in line with being as a whole, and not so much just, let's say, ego-oriented. You are, of course, ego-oriented, but, you know, not so strongly attached to anything. So this attachment is sort of loosened within you, which allows you to have like a very peripheral sense of vision about things and about situations, about how, I don't know, someone thinks about you and so on. So there is this strong stability because of that. This person thinks, because you have this sense of awakened presence within you, in the sense of dealing with the world and dealing with people of this world. You don't take things personally, and you don't have that many attachments concerning the outside world. Also, you don't have that many cords sort of, you know, strongly bounding you to the outside world. And this is why this allows you to be less upset when things happen. I'm also finding now that we have 3 major arcanas already present here. So this is a strong pile for me. I'm feeling like you guys do possess a lot of energy. You are very impactful in your energy. People notice you, I'm feeling. When you enter a room, you give off this sense of presence. I just saw the sun also. So yes, people definitely notice you when you enter the room. We also have strong fire energy, because we have Aries here, we have Sagittarius here with Temperance, and also I just saw the sun there, so that makes me think also Leo. So all of these zodiac signs might be an indication towards you, sort of like just a confirmation towards you that you're watching the right pile. So we have the Tower reversed. This to me feels like you are very good at getting back on your feet. This person is aware possibly that you have been through difficult circumstances previously in your life, and you are very good at getting back on your feet, sort of growing back from where you have started. This to me again feels like a tree. It's reminding me a little bit of this Emperor card here, you know, even though the top of your head or the top of this tree that has been growing, blossoming, has been sort of shut down or killed, you know, you still end up blossoming and growing to your highest purpose. You always end up sort of reaching back up. You always end up growing back. And this person really, really, they appreciate you strongly for this. And I feel like there is a strong sense of admiration here of this person. They might not tell you this, of course, you know, this person might not be so strong as to be vocal about these things, but they do sense these things about you. They sense that you have not gotten to where you are, towards this peaceful nature, towards this feeling of non-attachment, through just having it easy in life. Like you did have to go through difficult circumstances here with the Tower reversed to be able to get to this place of stability, groundedness, and serenity. So we have the Ace of Pentacles. So this person also thinks you are good at creating things. You're good at springing things up in the physical world. You're good at bringing things from the idea to its foundation in the physical, sort of making action in the physical, doing things in the physical that's going to make this idea blossom. So let's see what else. For group number 1, please. Yeah, this person also considers you to be very authentic. You're not someone who is hidden, someone who would have hidden motives or anything like that. You're very truthful, you're very honest from this person's perspective. They feel like they can definitely trust you here, and they feel like they can trust your perspective, your understanding of certain situations. You are like a counselor or like a guide towards this person. So we have the Six of Wands showing up next. This energy, again, it feels like an awakening. It feels like coming up from the depths, you know, the darkness, coming up from the dark night of the soul towards the sun and blossoming. This is a similar message to the Tower, being through like difficult cycles, you know, going through a lot of transformation, going through the archetype of death and rebirth here, sort of rising up as a phoenix. Coming up again in an entirely new energy. It is possible this person that you're asking about has been with you or has been involved in your life for quite a long time, and they are very familiar with you, and they had a chance to watch you grow or had the chance to watch you develop into a completely new person through this death and rebirth that you have been having maybe multiple times in your life so far. Definitely this person also sees you as someone victorious, someone who is here on this earth to not play games, to not, you know, fool around. You are here to have victory over something in some manner. You know, you are playing the game in a serious way, you know, being aware that it is a game that you are playing here in this physical dimension, but yet still it's got this power to it. It's got this power to it that you are not going to fool around, or you are going to sort of soak in every breath here. You're going to soak in every experience and learn from it. It's got a very, very strong proactive energy, this pile, to me. Let's see what else shows up, please, Spirit. For group number 1, how do they view them? All right, so they want me to see also this Eight of Pentacles card. This to me feels like this person knows you're very hardworking. You are very, very creative. And also with the spider feels like it's in the source of things. And this to me feels like you are again aware of source. You are aware of your true being. And this allows you to sort of be unattached, to be, position of waiting and allowing things to come to you. But at the same time, you have this wonderful energy of also being very, very active and proactive towards things. You are very hardworking. You are very thoughtful. You are also very good at decision making. And you are very, very creative. You are like an artist in this world, but an artist in a very particular way. Maybe weaving words, maybe poetry, or maybe writing is something that's really your strong suit. So you are very creative in the field that you are involved in here, Spirit is saying, especially from this person's position. But also we have the Mother of Swords here as the bottom deck energy, and this to me is talking about, again, very strong intellect. You might be also in academia, in college, pursuing a higher degree or something similar. This energy is of someone who is maybe a little bit more introverted from this person's perspective. You are someone who is more likely to be in the shadows, even though you are strongly noticed by other people. You're not someone who's going to speak out often, but when you do speak out, it feels like people listen. It feels like you have a strong impact on other people. And you're very good at discerning people's character. You're very intuitive also from this person's perspective. So they also see you as very smart, very intellectual, very good at discerning and sort of reading people as well. So you get very good at understanding people, reading them and knowing their intentions intuitively here, which allows you to navigate the world in a really sort of fluid manner. Let's see what else shows up. What type of deck do I want to use? I want to use this one a little bit. Let's see what comes up, if there's anything more that wants to come up here for you. For group number 1, please, Spirit, what's going on? How do they view them? Yeah, like you have overcome a lot of sorrow here in your life. This has allowed you to reach that state of non-attachment here, Spirit is saying. See what else. You are a very strong creator. You have an energy to create something very, very meaningful here on this earth. This person truly, truly admires how you have almost like, it feels like this person is like the same person, how you went from this towards this. So it feels like this person did witness this expansion, this transformation here for you. We also have harmony. So again, this is the 10 of Cups. You are very joyful in spirit. You're very sort of easy. You're very fluid. You feel very, very serene. But at the same time, you feel very serious. You're not the one to be messed with. You're very discerning. You're very intuitive, which is like a very interesting combination of characteristics to have here. Sometimes this person is aware that you do get stuck in your mind. You get a little bit anxious, or thoughts tend to overpower you at times, and you sort of get stuck in your mind, sort of like these wheels going on and on and on. But they are also aware that you have a good way to balance this. You're very good at tuning into yourself, tuning into your intuition and listening to yourself, sort of allowing all of these voices from the inside, this mind, to sort of drift away and drift to the background, so that you can be more present with yourself, present with your own being, present with source, and present with spirit. So yeah, this person definitely is, I feel like they are in admiration of how you can tune out your mind and how you can reconnect with yourself here. Let's get you one more card. See what else shows up for us here. We have experiencing. This person loves the way you experience things, loves the way you appreciate things around you. They admire your sense of appreciation for life and everything that is. How you are grateful for breath, how you're grateful for a tree, how you're grateful for sun and a clear sky, for example, how you're grateful for rain, how you appreciate the seasons and transformations of life, and how you invite ultimately also abundance into your life. How abundance for you doesn't seem to be, so much as a struggle, because you appreciate life from such a strong point that sort of abundance flows into you because of that. All right, so that's all I have for you, my beautiful group number 1. Thank you for watching. Thank you for connecting with me. I would also like to thank all of our guides, all of our spiritual teams for being present with us throughout this reading today. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone. So thank you for sharing your energy. Thank you for being available for this tarot reading today. Please consider subscribing down below, like this video, comment if you would like to share something. And if you are interested in a personal reading, all the information is in the description box below this video. So make sure to send me an email if you're interested. Other than that, I'm wishing you a wonderful day. I'm looking forward to connecting with all of you again in another one of my videos. And ciao. Mwah. Hello, group number 2. So if you picked group 2 or the rose quartz crystal, or if something else entirely led you towards this group today, welcome, welcome, welcome to your tarot reading. We are going to be asking, how do they currently see and view you? So how does this person, or how does this group of people currently view you? So let's get into it. So for group number 2, or for the Rose Quartz Collective, please, Spirit, how do they view them? How does this person see group number 2? Alrighty, so we have this card, we have the Devil showing up. Okay, we have the Mother of Pentacles here also. I'm feeling like this person does feel you to be a little bit closed off here at this time. With the Devil reversed, they feel that you are facing something internally, that you're currently dealing with something internally, but you're not letting them know this. They feel intuitively that you are maybe dealing with some suppressed emotion, something that has maybe been sort of hidden or unconscious for you for a really long time, and you are now stepping into contact with that. This person does feel like they think about you often, and you are on their mind often. They are often asking themselves, how are you doing? What are you up to? Why aren't you in contact? Are you all right? It's that type of energy that's coming off here from the Devil. They know that maybe you are dealing with something that you have to deal with at this time, and they are giving you that space to deal with it. Yet they are still a little bit concerned about you. They want to maybe hear from you or maybe come into contact with you, but also they might feel like it's not a really good time yet, like it's not the proper time yet to reconnect with you. Something still needs to happen, or some cycles still need to play out, with the Devil coming through right here. With the 8 of Swords, I'm feeling like you are indeed a little bit maybe anxious, or feeling very, very closed off from this person currently. So they see you currently as someone who has isolated themselves, someone who is playing like a little bit of a hermit currently, someone who is maybe feeling like, I want to say attacked by the outside, or feeling like they can't trust the outside people completely. There is something that's making you sort of shut off or close off and seek solitude, or seek just some more alone time than usual. Currently, this person does again feel like they are a little bit concerned about that. And yet they also want to allow you this time to yourself to figure out what you need to figure out, to just give you this sense of space, to know that you can take this time to figure things out for yourselves. And still they feel like they are going to be there. It feels like the energy, you can take this time and I'll be here when you're done, even if it's after like 10 years or more than that. I will be here. I will not forget about you. This person is very loyal to you. I'm getting like the energy of someone who is here almost like a kindred soul, a kindred spirit to you, someone who is here to share this life with you in some manner, but it's not someone who is going to walk with you along this path for the whole time. It's not someone who is going to be always present on your life path with you, but someone who is going to still sort of come in and out of your life and support you and be present with you and guide you here. So yeah, now we have the Mother of Pentacles. So this card, it's carrying two meanings. For one, this person feels a little bit like a Mother of Pentacles character for you. It is someone who is keeping a watchful eye on you, but also giving you that time to be yourself and to spread your wings and to learn things about yourself. It's sort of a very motherly character, this person in your life currently. They're giving you the time to learn about yourself, to figure things out for yourselves that you need to figure out. But also this card, on another note, it's talking about that nurturance that they know you need to give yourself. So this person sees you as someone who you yourself need to nurture, who you yourself need to give love towards. So I'm not sure if you can see, but this color, it's very green and it's going towards blue and indigo or violet, which to me means, the heart chakra, which is the color of the green, and also then moving towards the throat and towards indigo here, towards the third eye chakra. So to me, this means you are opening up your heart. This person knows that you're doing that. You're stepping more into your power, stepping more into owning your own voice and speaking your own truth with this throat chakra coloring here, and then going towards the indigo here on the ground almost. It's like you are beginning to be more grounded in your concept of oneself and your connectedness to other beings on this earth. So this person really wants to sort of give you space to learn about yourself, to really grow as a person, to really develop as a person. Develop in your self-concept, develop in your boundaries, develop in your feeling of connectedness to the non-physical and also to the physical dimension. So they really want to sort of give you this space to figure yourself out at this current time. And they are still there, they're still like they're mothering you from the background, even though they're not, maybe actively aware or actively present in your life currently. But they are there nonetheless, They are going to step in if you're going to need any assistance. But Spirit is also saying you're not going to need any assistance. If you feel like you are going to need any assistance, that's just you having to find yourself, how you have to find, parts of yourself that are going to allow you to get towards where you want to get to. It might also be that you have been using this person as like a safety kit, or as sort of like someone to lean on, a shoulder to lean on almost, for a really long time. So their energy has been present with you for a really long time as this boulder or this shoulder to lean on. But now they're not so present in your life anymore. And this is because you need to find yourself. You need to find yourself how to blossom into this beautiful butterfly. And they are, even if not, consciously, they are unconsciously aware of this. It feels very strongly like a soul contract between you two here. So for most of you, this is going to be a soul contract with another person who is now giving you space to find yourself, to find those missing pieces of yourself that are going to sort of allow you to be resourceful in things, in people, in getting what you want and manifesting that on your own almost. But also this person doesn't want to say that you are on your own. They don't feel at all like you are on your own here. Like they are not leaving you behind. They're just sort of stepping back towards the background, towards the shadows, and sort of allowing you to play there in the light. So yeah, this person feels like you are currently maybe taking a break from being so involved in the world and also being so involved in the things that you have been working on. So it feels like you're taking a little bit of a break from the physical world, sort of tuning inward a little bit more. It feels like this is a period of winter for you from your person's perspective, like you are just tuning in, learning more about yourself here, sort of turning away from the physical a little bit more and learning how to ground yourself with the redness here on this card, learning how to overcome fears, learning how to overcome anxieties, negative thinking, and really sort of owning your truth, owning your authenticity, coming back to yourself and sort of really establishing those boundaries where you stand so that the outside cannot influence you as easily as it once maybe did. So yeah, to just sum up this long ramble that I have been going on now, this person is seeing you as someone who is coming towards their own strong sense of stability. You are growing, you are developing into a beautiful butterfly from this person's perspective, and you're currently like in a sense of isolation where you need to really just figure out how you're going to be going forward. It's not going to be like the end result, it's not like the end game, but it's just the development is going to be very strong in this next coming weeks and months from this person's perspective here. But yeah, they're definitely here, they're definitely watching, their energy is ever present with you. They're like a mother figure, sort of very attentive to you, watching your moves. If not, physically present, they are energetically present with you always. So do remember that if you ever, feel like this person is not with you, or if they are being like mean to you in some way, like they are not, they are energetically present with you. And what you're going through, it's your life contract here. Alrighty, so that's all I wanted to say here. Let's see what else comes through now for group number 2. Yeah, wow, beautiful. So yeah, again, with the 7 of Pentacles here reversed, it feels like you're going back. You're sort of taking a few steps back from your life, from the physical focus, and you are turning within. You're turning towards what has gotten you this far. You're turning towards your habits. You're turning towards maybe some addictive patterns, or maybe just for most of you, just patterns in your life. You are becoming more aware of those patterns from this person's perspective. It feels like they see you as you are embarking almost on this strong, deep healing journey for yourself. Like you are objectively looking at your own truth, looking at your own self from this really sort of higher perspective, and in a way evaluating that. Again, this is not something that also you are doing, incredibly consciously. It's not that at all. It's just all happening sort of on a very subconscious level here. But this person is very in tune with you energetically, and they are aware of you. So yeah, it's a very interesting connection that you two here are having. Also with the 2 of Pentacles here, this person, yeah, they are seeing you as finding balance in this world that you are currently embodying, this life, this body that you're currently embodying and living through. So they are seeing you as finding balance, as, working through your ways of approaching the world and becoming aware of them, and through that you are alchemizing your own behaviors, you're alchemizing your own physical experience and physical appearance at that. You know, you're alchemizing your whole sense of being, the way you approach people, the way you make meaning out of this world. You're changing that internally, but also you're changing that on a strong manifestational level here also. You are bringing new energy into your life here, and you are transforming yourself. You are also becoming more centered within yourself with the Two of Pentacles here. Sort of getting to know yourself, and through that learning how to navigate your decisions, your life, where you want to go, what you want to do next. I'm just, you know, I do have to say I'm very, very interested in this pile. It feels like there is a strong sense of like energetic and spiritual kinship between you two. Even though this does not feel like you two see each other often on a physical level, but you two are nonetheless very, very aware of each other. Even if it's subconscious, you're very aware of each other on an energetic and spiritual level. So this to me is very interesting. It's that just a very interesting pile where you two sort of know what the other is thinking, like have this strong telepathical communication going on and intuitive communication going on, intuitive awareness, without, you know, even meeting each other for maybe, you know, half a year or more than that. So it's very curious. It's very interesting. Yeah, let's see what else. Do they want to say anything else here, Spirit? They want to say anything else here. Yeah, okay. They want to say they are watching you. They are aware of you. They are, you know, spiritually connecting with you. This is just like a confirmation of what I have been saying so far. They are present here. They also see you as someone who is very intuitively attuned to themselves and to the world. They see you as a high priestess, a high priest, you know, someone who is very spiritual in nature. And even if you have never shown this side of yourself to this person, they know, like they intuitively know so many things about you. It would be crazy if they really allowed also their own intuition to speak at times to you from this way. We also have the Father of Swords. So not only do they see you as incredibly intuitive, incredibly aware, and maybe clairvoyant here, claim essence and other things, you know, very, very psychic here even. They also see you as someone who is very good at communicating concepts, someone who is very intellectual, someone who is very strict, in a sense, very discerning, very responsible. They see you as someone who can use words well, someone who really can express themselves very eloquently, and someone who speaks maybe in a very poetic fashion, but also someone who is very analytical. So you are this wonderful mix of a person who is very receptive spiritually, but also someone who is very discerning in their mind, someone who is very strong in their mind, a strong thinker, someone who is very thoughtful, very clever, very witty here also. Maybe also very, very knowledgeable about different concepts. And when it comes to their own field, you are seen by this person as very, very knowledgeable. Maybe that's concerning work, maybe it's concerning some subject of study, but they definitely have strong respect for you here with the King or the Father of Swords. You do have a sense of strictness, a sense of severity to you, you know. People sort of have a strong sense of respect for you when you speak and for the things that you have to say. The things that you have to say also often stand in people's minds of a long time, and they often end up thinking about your words. You are also very wise here with the High Priestess, with the Father of Swords. Yeah, it's a strong energy of being very wise, very stable. Let's see what else. The Three of Pentacles is also showing up for us. This person enjoys watching. I don't know why I said watching. Maybe they enjoy watching things with you. Maybe they enjoy attending things with you here. Attending lectures, conferences with the Father of Swords here. Or maybe just, you know, spending time with you. But for others of you, this person also really enjoys working with you. The Three of Pentacles is often that card of working together for me, sort of establishing something together. And this person, they admire your work ethic. They enjoy working with you. They really love the way you responsibly deal with things and how technical you can be. Also, how very responsible you are with tasks and with organizing things, they are saying. They also really, really admire you for your stability, your sense of focus towards tasks and getting things done, and how you are very steadfast with your word here also. How what you say is going to be done or what you're going to take care of ends up being done and ends up being taken care of. So you're very good with your word here as well. For some of you, of course, that is going to resonate, not necessarily for all of you, but this person does enjoy very strongly working with you or engaging with you and other people in some manner, sort of doing tasks together in the physical dimension when you two end up being together here. All right, so that's all I have for you today. Okay, Spirit wants me to tell you one more thing. This person can be also a mentor for some of you. So if you are in school or if you are maybe in a situation where you have a superior that is maybe your boss or someone who is looking over you, who is maybe, you know, sometimes working with you here, that is also the energy that I'm picking up here from this card. So that's all I have to say. That's all I want to say. Okay, so thank you for connecting with me, my beautiful group number 2. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being available to receive these messages from me today. I want to thank all of our spirit guides, spiritual teams for being here, for being present, for allowing me to channel these messages for you today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for being here, for being present, for being available. I would also like to thank you for sharing your energy with me. And that's it for our reading. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe down below. If you're interested in a personal reading, you can send me an email and I'll reply with all the information. Other than that, I'm wishing you a wonderful day. I'm looking forward to connecting with you again through another one of my videos. And see you next time, you guys. Bye. Mwah. Hello, group number 3. So if you picked this citrine crystal, this is going to be your video for how do they currently see or view you. So how does this person or how does this group of people currently view you? What do they think about you? Let's find out. So Spirit, please, for group number 3, what do they think? How do they currently see them? How does their person or how does this group of people currently see pile number 3 or group number 3? So how do they view them here, Spirit, please? For group number 3, please. Okay, I just saw the Emperor card. So you are very stable. I'm hearing from Spirit unapproachable. So in some way you are very, very unapproachable to this person. You feel sort of very intimidating in some manner, and they are feeling very stuck towards this. I also saw the Four of Pentacles just now. Okay, so you are in a way unapproachable. Maybe you're too beautiful even for this person, or they are feeling out of your league in some way. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on for group number 3, please, Spirit. What's going on? How do they view them? How do they view them? What's the energy here? Okay. Wow, so we have death. Wow. Okay, you're very, very intense in the way that you are to this person. That is a Scorpio card. So you can be Scorpio Sun, moon or rising sign. You can also be Venus here, for example, or have Scorpio and somewhere else in your chart. But this is like an intense card. This is a person who is digging deep within themselves at all times. You are very, very intense in terms of your spiritual work here, Spirit is saying. And you, in a way, desire the same from other people. You have a strong sort of shamanic vibe, so a witchy vibe, or a wizard-like vibe about you, sort of like a very strong sage, wisdom-ish, that's a little bit scary type of vibe towards you. And this person can sense that. This is maybe why they consider you to be sort of unapproachable or sort of very intimidating, because you have this aura of wisdom, but wisdom that this person feels it's sort of almost like out of their grasp almost. It feels like you are so very ahead from them, like you are so ahead and they're in the back somewhere, you know, sort of just getting a little bit acquainted with concepts that you have maybe been practicing for years now. So this person finds you very, in a way, ethereal. I'm feeling like there is a sense of sort of scary beauty to you. I'm not sure how that's going to resonate for you guys, but there's this like a sense of ethereal, subtle, sort of siren-like, sort of ethereal beauty to you, like a wizard witch's beauty to you, sort of very clouded in mystery also. You do feel very secretive. It feels like you are very, very difficult to get close to, or at least this is what this person feels. This is how they view you. You're also very intimidating because you do have the aura of knowledge. You do have a strong aura of wisdom and knowing how to use it here. And they are feeling like a little bit stuck towards you, towards approaching you because of all of that. So very interesting energy here. Let's see what else we get. I'm feeling like this person is, for some of you, interested in you romantically, but they just feel like they are not able to get towards you, or they just feel like it's out of their depth to date you or to be around you, because I'm hearing, oh my god, okay, I'm going to tell you. So I'm hearing from Spirit, like I feel like a peasant towards you. So this person, like they feel like a peasant, they like low blood, and you are, you know, the pure blood type of person. It's almost like they are a muggle and you're like a pure blood, you know, untouchable person who has all of these like magic abilities and magical knowledge or things like that, and they're like that, or just sort of gaping with their sort of mouth open at something, you know, sort of just getting acquainted with these concepts or with this views of life. And yeah, that's where they are. So this person does have very low self-image, or feeling like they can't get towards you. They feel like they are having their heart broken in some manner. They might also be sensing that, I don't know, maybe you two wanted to be together. For some of you, this is going to resonate, and things didn't work out. So there was a strong heartbreak here between the two of you. That's not going to be for all of you, but for some of you, there was this sort of heartbreaking situation that happened. Maybe you wanted to be together, but somehow couldn't. So they are maybe thinking about that heartbreak, and that is sort of clouding their mind and their views of this relationship. Again, that's not going to be all of you. So for those of you that doesn't resonate, they do consider you to be someone who has been through a lot in your life. They know that you have had to grow towards being this type of person through some hardship or through some crumbling of the life that you previously lived. So there were strong dark nights of the soul for you here. You had to deal through that. You had to deal through trauma. You had to go through, I don't know, different heartbreaks, different very, very difficult life situations to be who you are today. And this person is very aware of that for you. They're very sort of mindful of that, knowing that you didn't just, become like this. There were things that sort of made you aware of so many things, and that is for most of us suffering. Sufferings brings you towards awakening, like deep suffering, dark nights of the soul bring you towards this place where you are able to really awaken to the life as it is, to the being as it is, to spirit. So yeah, that's how this person views you. Let's see what else shows up for us. It's very interesting pile, this one. For group number 3, please, what's going on here? Yeah, we have the sun now. So so interesting. Like, look, that sun. So in a way, dark night of the soul, but then we have illumination here. We have enlightenment here. We have light. So you are also the sense of the source of joy for this person, the source of life and light for this joy. I feel like your presence lights this person up. You might also have at times a very sort of childhood or childhood-like vibe for them. Sort of you remind them of home at times. But also you have a very childish-like demeanor about you, a vibe that is very light, that's very graceful at times. Sometimes you can be very dark and sort of very secretives, have this strong shamanic energy and witch or wizard like energy, that sorcerer type of energy or sorceress type of energy, that very deep, very much dabbling in the unconscious, which people do tend to feel because you bring out the unconscious aspects in them, but by just being in their presence, and that is a little bit frightening. So this is maybe where that intimidation comes in for you. But also, you have this sun, you have a very cheerful demeanor, you have almost like a childish way of existing at times, very cheerful, very sort of open towards things, very much oriented towards the world in a way of wonder, or just being positioned towards the world with wonder, with cheerfulness, with love, with light. And this person feels that. They feel very graceful, they feel very open around you, but also there are times when you go into this sort of dark mode, this dark sorceress mode, where they feel like really, really afraid what you're going to say to them and what type of truth you're going to reveal to them today. But oftentimes they really enjoy being in your presence. They really enjoy just spending time with you, with the sun here. You are someone who lights people up. You are someone who can also really connect with so many people. You just tend to be that type of person who can be walking down the street and just smile at everyone, like smile at people, give them or brighten up their day in some manner. Like, you have a very strong Leo personality here, some of you, so the sun is so dominating the Leo zodiac sign, and that might mean that some of you have Leo in your sun, rising, or moon. Doesn't have to be, of course, but it is something that I want to point out here. The energy is definitely here, that Leo sort of confident, cheerful, very giving personality, very giving to others, very respectful of other people, very appreciative of other people here as well. So let's see what else. Okay, we have Temperance here and we have Strength. So both very, very strong cards. You are very peaceful, but you're very, very emotionally sort of strong, resilient. You have a strong emotional resilience and strong emotional intelligence here with both of these cards. I feel like this person definitely really admires you. And also, like, you have a strong knowing of the universe, with the third eye here being strongly activated for you. We again have the sun here, strong Leo energy again coming through for us with this card. And furthermore, like, you have this rose, this beautiful rose in your mouth here as the Leo. And this just means that you're very giving. You're very giving of love. Like, you are a person who does spread love from this person's perspective, but you do tend to spread love in a very gentle manner. It's not like you are very vocal with your love, but you do tend to sort of emanate it. You spread it out energetically, Spirit is saying. Doesn't have to be, words of affirmation, even though for some of you that might be your love language here. For some of you it's like gift giving. For some of you it's just your presence, just the way that you look at someone. It's letting them know that they are loved. So you have that strong energy here about you. I do want to say also, with all of these major arcanas here, so we have 4 out of 5 major arcanas on the board currently, and this to me is saying that you have a very, very strong, potent energy. Like you're a very strong, energetic container, and people feel that when you enter a room, for example. You have a strong sort of, let's say, possibility to influence the people in that room with your energy, even though you might sometimes be aware of that, sometimes not. But you are very, very strong at influencing people with your energy. Like your energy is very, very strong here. I feel like people notice you. People notice when you walk into the room. People notice you when you walk on the street, just by your energy. It doesn't have to be like being dressed in a special manner, even though with the sun, with the Leo energy here, you might be sort of, wanting to dress up, wanting to appear beautiful and sort of magnificent in some manner, but still it's that energy of being noticeable regardless of how you look and how you are physically, but just your energy calls people's attention to it. It's very magnetic. We also have here Sagittarius energy, so a wanderer type of spirit also, but at the same time very serene, very peaceful, very much present and very harmonious, very balanced within oneself, which is of course again due from this person's understanding of you because of your hard past, because of suffering that you had to endure or go through in the past here. But yeah, Sagittarius sun, moon or rising sign also might resonate for some of you. Again, doesn't have to. All right, so let's see what else shows up here for group number 3, please. Yeah, we have the 5 of Wands reversed. This person wants to let you know that you are very focused from their perspective. You're not someone who is going to have like a lot of multitasking going on. You're someone who's very, very focused on what you're doing. You're sort of very laser-like with your thing, with your focus, with your attention, with what you want, with what you're doing. They definitely, again, respect that a lot. Like this person has like a great deal of respect for you here, I have to say. Like they are very... they admire you. That's basically what I want to say. They definitely admire you here. Let's see what else shows up for group number 3, please, Spirit. For group number 3, what's going on? How do they view them? Ooh, we have the Wheel of Fortune, so another major arcana here. This to me is saying that you follow your intuition. This person understands that you follow the signs, you follow your intuition. You're very much guided by your gut feeling and by the sign synchronicities that the universe is sending you. You often, from this person's perspective, also act through divine guidance, or they have been, in a way, encountering you through their own intuition, through feeling like it is in some way fated, like they might have been going through something, might have been, I don't know, dealing with something in their own lives, and then they met you and you told them something, or just the energy that you brought with you sort of shifted something in them, or let them know something about how they have been acting. Maybe they received an answer about what they have been struggling with through you in some manner, through some type of divine formation, divine guidance here. And they are considering you to be a strong messenger of spirit, even though you might not be, completely, utterly aware of this. This person does consider you to be a guide in some manner. With the owl here, they do consider you also to be very, very wise, someone wise beyond your age, Spirit is saying as well. But also they have, like this person, they have no idea of the weavings of Spirit and what and how the divine order or the wheel of fortune, the wheel of time has brought you together, or how you sometimes enter their lives and end up staying there for a little while but then end up leaving. You know, they don't necessarily understand it, but they definitely appreciate it. Like they appreciate it every time you are in their lives and sharing wisdom. This person listens to you. Like they listen to your counsel here. They're also saying you have a different way of approaching things, a different way of looking at things that they are not so used to here in the day-to-day life. And yeah, that's again a little bit scary for them because they're so oriented towards the physical, towards just the natural attitude. So the way that, you know, people in society usually approach reality, which is in a very non-awakened way, very much through the ego, through habits, through just doing what feels good, which is always like a habitual sort of spinning wheel. And you have a different way of approaching things. You have more like space between the things that you do and yourself. So there is less attachment, less cords are connected from you towards things, and you have like this greater awareness of things and of yourself and how you approach things because of that. Alrighty, so let's see if we can get anything else. So what else do they think of you? What else can Spirit tell us about you here? So for group number 3, maybe 1 or 2 more cards from this deck here, please. So for Osho Zen Tarot. Okay, so we have here going with the flow. Yeah, your person views you as someone who definitely listens to Spirit, listens strongly to their intuition, just goes where you are needed, where you are called to be. You know, we also have healing here, and this card to me feels like you are very deep. This is the King of Cups, by the way. So you are very healing. Your energy is very healing. You might be a psychic or also maybe some type of a tarot reader yourself, because you do possess strong energy and strong sort of channeling medium abilities here. At least this is what your person feels you are or are doing or have the potential to be. Also, Reiki healing is coming through for me very, very strongly for this pile. Another thing, you know, also Qigong or any type of other energetic healing here. Also yoga is coming through very strongly for some of you. But yeah, I do want to say that this person sees you as having strong healing hands, having strong healing abilities, whatever they may be, or however you express that in the physical is, you know, going to be individual for each and every one of you. It's going to be specific for you guys, but still it's, you know, it's this energy of being a guide for others and being very, very emotionally intelligent, very emotionally deep, and feeling things very, very deeply. You might also be a clairvoyant in some manner here. But always you are guided strongly towards integration of yourself, integration of the other people around you, sort of completion of the cycle and allowing other people to get to know themselves better here. We also have here exhaustion now coming up. So this person might sometimes also see you as being a little bit exhausted or overwhelmed by energies or by things that you are dealing with. It feels like they are very compassionate towards you, towards just feeling exhausted or in a way almost burned out by being in contact with so many different energies. So you guys might be empaths, you might be very influenced by other people's energies here as well. And this person just wants to say that they understand, that they feel that they notice that about you. Even though they might not say anything, they notice that you are sometimes tired or that you take on a lot of energetic, how do I want to put this? Sort of energetic threads going through you is what I want to say. And you sort of have to deal through that, deal through those currents a lot. which can be difficult, which can lead you a little bit exhausted and tired and just feeling, you know, a little bit burnt out at times. But this person also wants you to know that they care about you. They are here for you. They want to say that they want to offer help, but they feel like they are in no position to even begin to understand what help might mean for you or what they could do. So they don't even, you know, want to suggest that they could help because they have no idea how. But this person does have the best intentions in their own mind towards you. They do want to help you. They want to be here for you in some manner, or they just want to, you know, occasionally be in contact with you when divine guidance brings you their way here. All right, so that's all I have for you today, my beautiful pile number 3 or group number 3. Thank you for being here, for being available to these messages. Thank you for listening, and thank you for allowing me to be your guide today. I would also like to thank all of our spirit guides, spiritual teams for allowing me to be the messenger today. And thank you everyone for being present, for being available. So that's it. That's all I have for you, my beautiful pile number 3. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment if you would like to share something. Also, if you would like to have a personal reading with me, all the information is in the description box below, so make sure to check that out. If you want, just send me an email and I'll give you all the information required. And that's it. That's all I have for you today. Let me know how this reading was. Thank you again for sharing your energy, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again in another one of my videos. Till then, I'm wishing you all the best. Ciao. Mwah.